Consciousness. Consciousness is power. Consciousness is completion. So, as we're becoming more conscious of what's in our system, what we've cleared, we become more powerful in a way. And what's coming up very strongly at the moment to share with you all is that, it's not, life is not black and white. There's a whole spectrum of colors and frequencies and experiences and types of people and qualities in all of us. And we're very fast to judge or label black or white, good or bad, what side to be on. Okay. For me, it's not about that. For me, it's about accepting and being conscious enough to realize that everything's in each one of us. And if something touches you deeply, deeply on a core level, it's in your system. So if someone triggers you or a topic triggers you, it's a gift. It's showing that there's something within you. And then if there's something coming in, then it can be, well, I'm aware of it, that it's in that person or that system. And I don't need to go there because I know what it is. It's like, I don't know, going down a dark alleyway at night in certain areas. I will not go down a darker alley in certain locations because I know what could happen. So I'm not going to even go down there. I'm just going to keep going straight. So knowledge is power. I want to talk a little bit about the twins. The twins, there's many beautiful aspects about the twins. And if you have got, vanishing twins, if you're a twin survivor, there's so many keys and so many qualities that you have because of this experience. And yes, it's been challenging and difficult, but it's fine-tuned your senses. Your intuition is amazing. You know what it's like to be in other people's shoes. You've experienced 2, 3, 4 lifetimes experience in one lifetime. So there's many experiences your soul chose to have. And what I would like to bring in consciously now is that now that if you've worked with your twins, they're complete, connect them as living souls, living siblings, brothers and sisters beside you, left side, the younger one, right side, the older one. They're living spirits and they're outside you. They're not dead. There's no deadness. There's no codependency. They are there as living souls with their unique soul information and personality levels too. So I'm aware of them. So it's like having a friend, So it's there. The twins are there and they're living. So I'd like to bring in the completion in a way. I know this things, around twinning, there's going to be layers coming up. But I would like to emphasize the completion and the satisfaction to know that I have a sister, a brother, and I have a sister, and they're living souls. I'm not bringing my awareness to the deadness or shadow aspects or their astral body, because I know that they have their own and I'm not entangled with them. So they have their own place, they have their own foundation, they have their own life system, they have their own purpose in the system. And we helped each other, and it was a soul contract. So there's lots and lots of positives here. And many times I've seen in the community is where people may be emphasizing, I could say things to look out for would be if you feel like there's people attacking you or taking your power away, that's a sign there's something. If it's touching you that deeply, it's in your own system. So if you feel heavy, it's in your system. That person, that system is representing something within you. If whatever energies you're feeling, if it really touches you, it's in you. It's a signpost from the universe. Say, have a look inside your system. And then there's parts where you can simply say, I know what it is. I accept what it is. I'm aware of it. And I choose not to go there because I see it. I could have a phone book of people who, of course, I'm putting myself out in the world. Of course, I've got exposure. So I'm going to represent different systems for everybody because I have got so much information in my system. It's going to open up all the shadow aspects, all the beautiful aspects, all the qualities, all the gifts. It's going to be everything. And I'm aware of that. So I know my stuff. you know, and I know I'm not aware of my stuff. So it's going to come up in many different ways in your life, especially if you're supporting people. So there's many, many gifts here. And it's really refreshing to know as well, you know, if there's certain things triggered, it's not always you, but you can be the mirror for them because you've got the information within your system. So there's knowledge is powerful. Knowledge is powerful. And as you're more in touch with your higher self now, knowledge is powerful. You know, that's your higher self. Your higher self is more wise, is not touched as deeply. Maybe if you are touched deeply, be aware that it's a gift. You need to go deeper into your system. You need to get somebody to look at your system to support, or go there yourself. So yeah, be aware that knowledge and experience, and if you're feeling something very, very strong in your system, it's in you. It's in you, and you need to take a look at it. It's a gift. The whole thing's a gift, and it's all multidimensional, multicolorful, and life, that is life. It's not black and white. It's not good and bad. It's, you know, it's everything. You know, there's so many different diverse groups I work with, organizations doing amazing work on this planet. And yes, there may be some shadow stuff there as well. I'm aware of that. But it's not all bad. And if you hold space for somebody to be a leader, they will drop into being the goodness. So we're here, you know, and then if I don't work with those specific people, then they're probably going to do something, you know, they'll have their own experience, let's say. So we're all here to hold space for each other and to radiate and support each other. And it's not about cutting people out of your lives or ghosting people. It's about really acknowledging, okay, that's in that person, but it doesn't need to affect me because it was in me, or it is in me if it's touching me deeply, or it's not in me, but I'm aware if it's in that person, and I'm okay with that. It's cool. I accept that. Because I accept it's there, it's not going to affect me. I really am a strong believer that I should be able to walk through cities, through countries, and I want to, because I'm here in the physical body, and it doesn't need to touch my system. It doesn't need to dampen my system. If it dampens my system, I know there's something in my system. So I should be able to walk through a very heavy place and not be touched by that heaviness. If there's heaviness touching my system, it's in me, and I need to address that. I don't run away from it. I walk through it, and I have a look in my system and see how I was affected. So it's a gift. It's a gift. If I want to keep isolating myself from people and life, and I want to stay at home and stay away from cities, or stay away from people, there's something I'm running from. And I would say that's a gift. Look at it, feel it, see it. Is that person projecting something that's in me that I don't like, something about me or my mom I don't like, or my dad I don't like? So we're all here to give each other gifts. So I would invite you to be humble, respectful with each other, kind to each other, and accepting, you know, of what's in your system, and then accepting to see what's in everybody else's system without a judgment. Because every ego which was created, the ego is not bad. Every ego, the ego is there to teach us, to show us. It's a signpost of seeing things in my system. I can work with my ego because it helps me find where the core topics are from. And we all have egos because we're here as spirit in this human body, having the human experience. So I invite you to be kind to each other and to be aware of what's in the system. And if I'm sitting with someone who's got abuse in the system, it doesn't mean that abuse needs to touch my system. I'm aware it's there, and I'm not letting it touch my system. That's their abuse. It's not my abuse. It's their responsibility. It's not my responsibility, but I can still sit with them and not let that touch my system. So knowledge is powerful. Completion of systems is powerful. Enjoy. It's all a big game. It's all a big puzzle here. And be playful with it and give space. Be respectful to each other. And I would invite you, if you feel yourself judging any system, look into your own system, because there's something in you you have not addressed and have not worked on. And if you're blaming people, it's you. It's in you. That's the biggest key. If you feel yourself pointing fingers at people, blaming people, have a look inside yourself. It's there. You will find it. Or you can get somebody to hold space to look into your system. Have a beautiful discovery at your multicultural, multi-visual, creative life and world we're living in. And how beautiful to be in this absolute color spectrum of different colors, vibrations. And you should be able to walk through any system and not let that system affect you. If it affects you, it's in you. And then that's a gift. You can transform it. Okay? Every energy has a place in the system. And if that energy is in you, it's up to you to address it. Enjoy the game. Thank you.